Hi, so in last week's video, I took you along for my first time hiking Angel's Landing in Zion National Park. This week, I wanted to share the rest of my trip exploring Zion and the surrounding public lands. There's something that's always drawn me to the desert. It just feels so expansive and vast despite it being such a harsh environment, and there's just so much beauty. I love that you can just see for miles and miles, and on this trip I saw some of the most amazing sunsets I have ever seen. I remember it actually brought me to tears driving down the highway on my way to capture it. Here on the public lands outside of Zion National Park. I didn't film anything yesterday because I was so tired after doing Angel's Landing, but I'm going to take you guys along today. We're going to do a little bit more hiking. It is getting hot though, and then we're going to do a little shopping and then come back here tonight for a photo shoot. So today won't be doing much inside the park, but there's just so much to explore here. Like, I thought once I did Angel's Landing, I wouldn't be that excited to do anything else because I've already done the Narrows. But I cannot wait to get a van and just come out here and stay at a campsite like this for a week or two. After not finding many dog-friendly trails in the area, I realized that there was a ton of space on the public lands just a few minutes away from the Airbnb that I was staying at. So I brought Ghost to explore them with me. He gets quite scared of strangers most of the time, so the fact that we were able to be out here with literally no one else was so nice. If it wasn't so hot, I think he could literally just be out here exploring for hours. He absolutely loves it. Ready? Go on. No, not that way. You're not driving the car. Come on. Go in the back. In. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, now you wait. Was that fun? Okay, I don't know how I'm just discovering how to use manual mode on this camera, but I was using the auto aperture mode and not really aperture priority, that's what it was, and I just wasn't paying attention to anything. I thought that was the auto mode where it does everything for you. I don't know if that's a thing. But now that I figured out the light settings on the Canon AE1 film camera, now I want to start using this stuff more on this camera because I got back and was testing out the lens here, and all of the photos were so dark, and I was like, why is everything so dark? I thought it should automatically set the right settings for me. But I just figured it out, and so I'm gonna play around with this. We are back on the public land. I just parked at one of the designated campsites, and I'm gonna watch the sunset and take some photos. This was the trip that I really started playing with using different lenses and light settings on my camera. I learned photography on a manual film camera in high school where we would develop our own film in a darkroom, so using a DSLR has been a learning curve for me, but it's been so fun to try out some different settings, and I feel like every time I use this camera I learn something new about it. My hands are so incredibly dry right now. I don't know how people live out here like full time. The air is so dry and it's so hot. But we're going to hike the Narrows now, so hopefully it'll be a little cooler in the canyon and also in the river. Ghost and I had a good hike on the public lands this morning. Made it to the river. The water at first was cold and it felt so good, but now I'm getting used to it. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I'm definitely not gonna go that far. There's also a chance of thunderstorms, or there's some storms brewing to the east, which can affect the river and potentially cause flash floods. It said there was a possibility of flash floods today, so I'm not gonna go too far in. I also have to go back because I want to watch the sunset. I don't know if I'm going to go much further because probably it goes waist deep for me, and I've got all of my gear in the back and I just don't want to get anything wet. I ended up feeling pretty satisfied with the little bit of the Narrows that I did on this trip. I've done more of this hike and eventually I'd like to do the entire thing, but I wanted to get back for the sunset and also didn't want to get caught in any flash floods if it stormed. As I was driving back, a rainbow was forming against the dark clouds and the canyons, and it was one of the most incredible things I've seen. You can't really see it in this footage, but I got some amazing photos, and the clouds this evening were so dramatic. Oh my goodness, just like every part of the sky right now is incredible. Look at those clouds. And if you look this way, the sun's setting, you can see the mountains. I haven't even eaten since breakfast. Like, I was so hungry on the shuttle back from the Narrows, but then I saw the rainbow driving back and then and I'm like, I don't even care. Like, I could do this for hours and not think about anything else. On my last morning here, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. to do a sunrise hike. I had only gotten about 2 hours of sleep because there was a wildfire back home, and I was staying up worrying about it, and I also had to pack if I wanted to do this hike before leaving. It was only half a mile up to the Overlook, and there were so many other people who had the same idea as me, it was hard to find parking. Canyon Overlook Trail gives you some absolutely incredible panoramic views of Zion Canyon, and standing up here watching the sunlight illuminate the canyon in the distance was so beautiful. It really made me feel so alive despite barely getting any sleep. Anyways, that's all I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys for the next adventure.